Heracles and his 12 labors. Heracles, also known as Hercules in Roman mythology, was a demigod and a hero in Greek mythology. He was the son of Zeus and the mortal woman Alcmene. Heracles was known for his incredible strength and bravery, and his name is synonymous with feats of strength and courage. One of the most famous stories of Heracles is the tale of his 12 labors. According to the myth, Heracles killed his family in a fit of madness sent by the goddess Hera, who was jealous of Zeus' affair with Alcmene. As punishment, King Eurystheus assigned Heracles 12 labors that were designed to be nearly impossible and were meant to test Heracles' strength and courage. The first labor was to kill the Nemean lion, a lion with impenetrable skin. Heracles used his strength to strangle the lion and then used its own claws to skin it. The second labor was to kill the Lernaean hydra, a giant serpent with multiple heads. Every time Heracles cut off one of the heads, 2 more grew back in its place. Heracles was able to defeat it by cauterizing the stump of each head with fire to prevent the growth of new heads. The third labor was to capture the Erymanthian boar, a wild boar that lived in the mountains. The fourth labor was to clean the Augean stables, which hadn't been cleaned in 30 years and were home to thousands of cattle. Heracles was able to accomplish this task by diverting a river to wash away the filth. The fifth labor was to capture the Stymphalian birds, birds with metal feathers that lived in a marsh. Heracles scared them out of the marsh using noise and then shot them with arrows. The sixth labor was to capture the Cretan bull, a wild bull that was terrorizing the island of Crete. Heracles was able to capture it by using his strength to wrestle it to the ground. The seventh labor was to steal the mares of Diomedes, wild horses that were known to eat humans. Heracles was able to steal them by feeding Diomedes to his own horses. The eighth labor was to obtain the girdle of Hippolyta, queen of the Amazons. Heracles was able to obtain it by tricking her and using force. The ninth labor was to obtain the cattle of Geryon, a 3-headed giant who lived on an island in the west. The 10th labor was to obtain the golden apples of the Hesperides. Heracles was able to accomplish this task with the help of Atlas, who was made to hold the sky while Heracles picked the apples. The 11th labor was to capture Cerberus, the 3-headed dog that guarded the underworld. Heracles was able to capture it by using his strength to overpower it and dragging it back to the upper world. The final labor was to retrieve the cattle of Augeas. Heracles was able to accomplish this task by redirecting 2 rivers to wash away the filth and uncover the cattle. After completing all 12 labors, Heracles was deemed a true hero and was granted immortality by Zeus. The story of Heracles and his 12 labors is a well-known and enduring tale in Greek mythology and has been retold in various forms of media throughout history, highlighting the power of courage, determination and strength.